The restaurant was too loud, the wine list pretentious, and Marcus Chen had already decided this blind date was a mistake before his water glass was filled. He checked his watch, 7:03 p.m., 3 minutes in, and Rebecca hadn't stopped talking about her cryptocurrency portfolio. His phone buzzed. Emma's babysitter. His daughter had refused dinner again, the third night this week. "I'm sorry," Marcus said, standing abruptly. "This isn't going to work. I need to leave." Rebecca's perfectly glossed lips formed a small O of surprise, but Marcus was already signaling for the waiter, pulling out his wallet. He'd been a widower for 2 years, and his sister meant well setting him up, but Emma came first. Emma always came first. He was halfway to the door when he heard it. A small voice, trembling with that particular pitch that meant tears were close. "Daddy?" Marcus spun around. Emma stood in the restaurant entrance, her Disney backpack hanging off one shoulder, her favorite stuffed rabbit clutched to her chest. Behind her, Mrs. Patterson looked frazzled and apologetic. "I'm so sorry, Mr. Chen. She ran out of the car when she saw your SUV in the parking lot. She was so upset. Daddy, please don't go." Emma's brown eyes, so much like her mother's, were swimming with tears. "You said you were going to try. You promised you'd try to be happy again." The restaurant seemed to quiet, or maybe that was just the sound of Marcus's heart cracking open. He knelt down, reaching for his daughter, but Emma's attention had shifted. She was looking past him, toward the table where Rebecca sat frozen, clearly uncertain whether to stay or flee this family drama. "Is that her?" Emma whispered. "Is that the nice lady Aunt Sarah told me about?" "Sweetheart, I don't think—" But Emma was already moving, walking straight to Rebecca with the fearless determination only a 7-year-old could muster. Marcus followed helplessly, mortification heating his neck. "Hi," Emma said, standing beside the table. "I'm Emma. Are you my daddy's date?" Rebecca looked at Marcus, then back at Emma. Something in her expression softened. "I was," she said gently. "But I think your daddy needs to leave." "But he's always leaving," Emma said, and the words hit Marcus like a punch to the chest. "He leaves work early to pick me up. He leaves parent meetings when I text him. He left his big important investor dinner last week because I had a nightmare. Everybody always says how lucky I am, but—" Her voice dropped to a whisper. "He never stays anywhere for himself. He's never happy anymore." The restaurant had definitely gone quiet now. Marcus stood frozen, his daughter's words unraveling something inside him he'd kept tightly wound since Sarah died. Rebecca's eyes glistened. She looked at Emma for a long moment, then up at Marcus. "Your daughter is very brave," she said quietly. "And very wise." "I'm sorry," Marcus managed. I should take her home." "But Daddy, she's nice," Emma said, and there was such hope in her voice. "Look at her. She's not even mad. She's looking at you like Mom used to look at you in the pictures." Marcus's throat tightened. He couldn't do this. Couldn't fall apart in a crowded restaurant with his business reputation and his daughter's stability hanging in the balance. But when he met Rebecca's gaze, he didn't see pity. He saw understanding. "Emma," Rebecca said softly, "can I tell you a secret?" Emma nodded, stepping closer. "I lost someone too. My little brother. He was sick for a very long time. And when he died, I thought I'd never want to try anything new again. I thought being busy and successful would be enough. I talked about work and investments because I forgot how to talk about things that actually matter. Your daddy was right to leave. I wasn't being real." Emma studied her seriously. "Do you miss your brother?" "Every single day. I miss my mom every single day, too." Rebecca's composure cracked. A tear slipped down her cheek, and she wiped it away quickly. "Then you understand why your daddy is so careful with his heart. He's protecting it, protecting you." "But Mom wouldn't want him to be sad forever," Emma said. "She told me before she went to heaven." She said, "Make sure Daddy remembers how to smile." "I don't think I'm doing a very good job." Marcus felt his own tears coming and couldn't stop them. He sat down heavily in the chair across from Rebecca. Mrs. Patterson had quietly retreated to the entrance, giving them space. "You do a wonderful job, baby girl," Marcus said, his voice rough. "You're the only reason I smile at all. But that's too much responsibility for one kid." Emma said matter-of-factly. Mrs. Patterson told me that. She said I'm not supposed to be your whole world, just a big important part of it. Rebecca laughed, surprised and genuine. Your babysitter sounds like a smart woman. She reads a lot of psychology books, Emma explained. She says my daddy has trauma responses and needs to process his grief in healthy ways. This time Marcus laughed too, startled out of his tears. Mrs. Patterson shares a lot with you. She thinks I'm emotionally intelligent for my age. Emma climbed into the chair between Marcus and Rebecca. So can you please stay for dinner? I already ruined your date. I should at least get spaghetti out of it. Emma, Marcus started. I'd like that, Rebecca interrupted. If your dad agrees, and if you tell me what else Mrs. Patterson's psychology books say. Emma grinned, and Marcus saw his sister's meddling hand in this entire setup. The timing, the location, Emma's sudden appearance. Sarah had probably coordinated with Mrs. Patterson. His sister never did anything halfway. Okay, Marcus said quietly. Okay, we can stay. Over the next 2 hours, something unexpected happened. Rebecca stopped performing. She asked Emma about school, about her rabbit, about her mom. She listened, really listened, in a way that made Marcus remember what connection felt like. And when Emma eventually fell asleep against his shoulder, full of spaghetti and chocolate mousse, Rebecca didn't check her phone or make excuses. I'm sorry about earlier, Marcus said softly, and about all of this. Don't be. Your daughter is extraordinary, and she's right. You deserve to be happy again. Not instead of grieving. Alongside it, Marcus looked down at Emma's peaceful face. I don't know if I remember how. Then maybe, Rebecca said gently, we could figure it out together. Slowly, no pressure. Just coffee sometime. With or without your 7-year-old relationship counselor? Marcus smiled, really smiled, for the first time in months. She'd be devastated if we didn't include her. Then it's a date. A real one this time. As Marcus carried Emma to the car, Rebecca walking beside them into the cool night air, he felt something shift inside his chest. Not the absence of grief, that would always be there, but the possibility of space for something else. Something new and fragile and hopeful. Emma stirred against his shoulder. Told you she was nice, she mumbled sleepily. You did, baby girl. You absolutely did. And somewhere, Marcus thought Sarah was probably smiling too. Having sent them the perfect combination of meddling sister, wise babysitter, and brave little girl to remind him that love didn't replace love. It multiplied it. Sometimes the people who walk out are the ones who most need someone to call them back. And sometimes it takes the fearless honesty of a child to show 2 wounded adults that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means having the courage to try again.